Hey, Mental Mars here, and in a previous video we covered challenges and rewards within the Attikus and the Thrall Rebellion story operations, but we really want to know how good the gear is. So let's ask the creative directors, shall we?
Hey there, Peter.
Hi, Randy. So you mentioned earlier that we'll be getting 2 skins for every character, but will we be getting some new gear?
Yes. The first time you hit 60 ops points on every operation, we're going to give you a faction commander pack. I believe for Attikus it's a Jennerit faction commander pack, which again guarantees some skins, gives you a really good chance at some taunts, and also offers a slightly better gear than you get out of the normal pack. If you get to 100 points, if you have a perfect game, which is pretty hard to do, once you can get there, every time you hit 100 points, you're going to get another faction commander pack. So people who want to play and really look for good gear packs that you can't get anywhere else. The only other way you can get the faction commander packs, if you remember, is by leveling up your command rank in game every 5 command ranks. So this is another way to play a mission, have a good experience, and shoot for that really high score mark where you're going to be able to get that faction commander pack. Something really to aspire to and really bring you and motivate really good gameplay.
Those faction packs, that is something the community will be really looking forward to.
Yeah, I think so. If you remember, there's kind of 2 layers of faction packs, and we may eventually do some consolidation and make that a little bit simpler. But right now, you know, when you look at the loot packs that are available to players, the ones that the players can buy, you can buy packs based on rarity, common, uncommon, rare, and epic packs. We occasionally give out legendary packs. We did with Digital Deluxe, we gave some away at PAX, and we've given away 1 or 2 others. And then you can buy the normal faction packs, a Jennerit pack, an Eldred pack, you know, 1 for each of the 5 factions. And I know those have been very popular with players because that's a way you get some color skins and some taunts that can only be awarded through those packs. So putting those in there have been really cool. The ones that you can buy have a good chance, but it's not a guaranteed chance to get the skins and taunt. The commander faction packs are similar to the ones you can buy, but you get a commander faction pack every 5 command ranks. So command rank 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and so on. Now the commander faction packs guarantee a color skin for the character in that faction, and then they give you a very good percentage chance for a taunt for one of those characters as well. Because I know that those have been very, very sought after by players. When we've done like the Apocalypse, when they lowered the cost and all the just the normal faction packs, I know a lot of players saved up and then spent a lot of their credits to buy those packs to really fish for those skins. So I wanted to bring that a little bit more into the play loop. You know, you can still save up your credits and buy those, but I wanted to bring that in a way that players who played the operation had a really cool loot pack award there on the top to aspire to and get. And so I think that that's going to be a really cool way for advanced players to, you know, as many times as they want to run those operation missions, they can try to score that perfect score and get a commander faction pack. So yeah, I'm hoping that it's going to be really cool. What's also cool is there are some new legendaries that we will introduce into the game, some more legendary gear with each operation. I believe there are 5 or 7 new legendaries. There's
Randy, you
one
can
or
read my mind.
I'm not going to spoil all of them yet, but I'll tell you, in fact, I'm not looking at the details right here, so I can't remember precisely what they are, but I'll give you the general ideas, and then as we get there, I'm sure you'll look them all up. There are a couple of legendaries that you get, like we did in the main game, that will drop from the boss combat. So if you finish the boss, you'll have a chance to get the legendary off of the boss. And we wanted to keep that together because we've really enjoyed that loop of going through and fighting a boss, hoping that legendary drops. That's always been really exciting for me and for other people. Those legendaries will probably give you a legendary benefit that will directly benefit your play in the operation. So that's about as far as I'll go on that right now. I don't want to spoil it all, but it really will be designed for players who like operations. It'll be a legendary, the legendary benefit at least will be something that will make you a better player in the operation. On the other pool of legendaries we're doing, they'll go into the general legendary pool when we release the operation. So at the time the game goes live, everybody will be able to get them from any loot pack anywhere. So there'll be some cool opportunities for players just to, again, continue to hunt for the legendaries. I'm pretty sure that that one that come out with the Attikus Thrall Rebellion, they are legendaries, I believe, that give you a benefit for playing with characters of the other same faction. So we're awarding factional partnerships in the teams. And I want to say with the Attikus and the Thrall Rebellion set on Tempest, it's a big Jennerit moment. I think it's a bonus for playing with other Jennerit characters on your faction. So it is certainly something that we're looking at that could stack. If you're playing a full team of Jennerit characters, you can all bring that legendary and get a bigger bonus, and it's been balanced with that in mind. We would really like to dig into that. It's kind of a new type of legendary, and I think it gives you a way to really look at ways you play with teammates to really dig into the factional stuff. We have some other things that we'd like to do. We're looking at some ways to do like some future experiences like the Spotlight Battle, like the Rumble that we did, the Chaos Rumble, where we can do like temporary faction battles, like take a couple of factions and it's this faction, you know, it's all Jennerit versus all Eldred and or whatever it is, and have some fun ways to play with that with the community. So I think the mix of these types of legendaries and with those kind of experiences are gonna be pretty exciting for some players and let you play around with how all that works. So
that sounds really interesting, and I'm looking forward to how the community is gonna pick that up.
Cool.
With the operation points, as you gain them, will that also give you a better chance of getting legendary items in the operations?
That's a good question. I don't think that it does. I think that it's on a at least I don't think that it does right now, but that's an interesting thing that we might consider updating and improving. You know, we'll release, you know, the operations one at a time, so I'm really excited to get the first operation out and get feedback from it and see things just like this, if there are some interesting ideas that we've missed that might be easy to add in. So that's definitely one that I'll take back and look at. But no, it definitely, the operation points definitely affect your bonus rewards at end of match, but I'm pretty sure the legendary drop on the bosses are. Now, that said, if you get those faction commander packs, they start at a higher rarity tier for several of the gear slots in the loot pack. So it does in fact increase your chances of getting legendaries on those grinds because you're essentially buying, I think, the equivalent of rare loot packs. So it's a much better shot at getting a legendary. So there is a reason, if you're really hunting legendaries, to go play those operations, perfect your game there, get that score on that, and try to get those packs. So, but there may be some ways we can sweeten that or work on that, but that's the general, you're on the right track. That's definitely the design we're going forward there, that the better you perform, the better rewards you're going to get from that.
So, some real interesting gear is coming our way. I'm curious about the legendary gear with the faction bonus. Randy mentioned that there'll be faction buffs, but I'm curious if there will be debuffs for the opponent team. Early in development it was mentioned that there would be a piece of gear that would reduce the shield capacity of the enemy team. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.